Welcome to Gulf South Outdoors, and thanks for joining us for a chance to find your outdoors. This week, we're joined by one of our newest charter team members, Chris Barlow of Barlow's Charter and Guide Services. We're headed out front to fish for some good old sheepshead. Let's head out front and check out the great action. Hey guys, today we're out here at Ship Island with Captain Chris Barlow. And what are we going to do today, Chris?
We're going to try to catch some sheepshead today. It's a little choppier than we planned on it being, but we're going to give it a shot. None of the bait shops had shrimp this morning, but luckily I dug some fiddler crabs up, so we're going to try to use fiddler crabs and see if we can get some sheepshead.
Let's do it.
All right, sounds good. These are the baits we'll be using. Well, there's different size in here. The bigger the better. They're kind of lethargic this morning because it was 39 degrees earlier. It's warmed up a little bit now. Pretty much there's different ways to hook them. Just pretty much go through the belly, right through the top of the shell, and this is a number 4 hook. We try to use a smaller hook, that way they can just swallow the whole thing. And the advantage of these fiddler crabs over shrimp is it's harder for them to nibble it off. They can just suck this whole thing down their throat, and you know, a lot of times shrimp, you'll cast it out, never feel a bite, and your bait's gone. They nibble it right off with their teeth. Of it.
All right.
These fish will be schooling, circling all these edges, and depending on how the current is, they'll be on one side or the other, and sometimes they'll be all around. As a matter of fact, I can see one up top behind it right now. Sometimes it takes them a little while longer to find these fiddler crabs versus the shrimp, you know, because they're not popping around. But usually around any structure with barnacles, you know, they're eating shrimp, crabs. With their teeth, they'll eat the barnacles right off of, you know, these pylons or this wreck.
Now, for people who obviously don't have a boat down here and can't make it out here, how do they find sheepshead inshore? So,
you know, it's March right now, and the sheepshead are spawning, so they're kind of more offshore right now, but there's still plenty inshore. So pretty much any bridge or piling that has barnacles on it will hold the crabs, hold the bait fish, hold small shrimp, and they'll be around those barnacles. You know, inshore, at least fishing out of the boat, and if you were fishing from a bridge or pier, you can pretty much drop straight down by the pylons and just hold tight with a live shrimp or fiddler crabs, and eventually, you know, you'll get bit. And there's been plenty of big ones caught inshore. You know, we've caught them 9, 10, 11 pounds inshore. And earlier in the year, you know, and throughout winter, there's a lot more inshore. Come spring and summer, once these guys spawn, they kind of head offshore.
Something's playing with it. I should probably see if I'm fishing on credit. Got it.
There we go. See, still landed the fish.
First sheepshead.
Get a good view of his teeth there and why they call them sheepshead. You know, these are really the only fish that are built this way. They kind of resemble a snapper, but you look at their mouth, you know, they got those big crunchers, and that's how they eat all their barnacles and crunch their crabs, and that's them. They're pretty fish. So believe it or not, these are actually really good eating fish. Be it that they only eat shrimp and crustaceans, their meat's really good. It's white, clear meat. To me, it's the closest meat you can get to red snapper. And you know, in a lot of restaurants, they sold them labeled as bay snapper. And you know, people ask, "Oh, what's a bay snapper?" I've never heard of that. It's a sheepshead. You're eating sheepshead. Really good fish, really good meat.
Stay tuned, and we'll be right back with more great action with Chris Barlow of Barlow's Charters and Guide Services right after this.
I got one on.
Show off.
Just kind of keep yours up there. I think I'm underneath you. This feels like a pretty good one. Hopefully I can get them out of there. Yeah, that's the one advantage, is having this little heavier braid is getting these guys out of here. They're using the current with them too, because we're fishing up current. So they can get some extra momentum. I think I got them wrapped up in the line right now.
Yep.
Wrapped up around his fin. There's a good one there. Maybe he's got your hook in his mouth. I don't know.
Oh, I just had a nibble.
Yeah, you can see his teeth there. They're kind of like human teeth if you really, they're like molars, you know?
Oh, that's a pretty good one. Oh, no,
Yeah,
not today. He's going right to it. Oh.
You might be able to cup it a little bit with your hand. Yeah, see if you can work him. He's close, but I think you got him.
Not today.
He feels the line. That drag is really tight. I'm really surprised. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, look at him.
See him back there.
Not today.
I'm really surprised he peeled that much line off.
He's determined.
That one that broke off earlier probably told him.
Just swim, swim. All right, come on. No, no. You know you're gonna lose.
Yeah, he's determined.
Ooh.
He's still got a lot of fight. Yeah, that's a stud.
There it is.
He's probably pushing 8 pounds, maybe not. Pretty good one, I'd say. He's definitely 7 pounds, might be pushing 8, but
shoot. He fought like he was 30.
Yeah, I know. He took some drag. We're lucky we got him. He could have easily got you in there, but you know, we try to use heavier tackle. That's 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. But you get much heavier than that, they just don't want to bite.
Absolutely.
And you know, sometimes they get out here spawning, they get kind of dumb, but lately they've been pretty smart lately. All right, let's put him in the box. I'm not used to catching fish. Usually it's fine doing all the work, and
we're making you work for it today.
I haven't caught a sheepshead in a while, matter of fact, and
right under. There. Yep. Dang, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one there.
He's going right under the net.
Yep. Hang on. There we go.
There he goes.
Yeah, that's a good one. Good deal.
All right. Ooh, that's a stud.
Yeah. Luckily, yeah, that's a good one there. He's an easy 9 pounds. He might be pushing 10, but I say he's a solid 9-pounder. I think you just flipped your bell back over and he happened to be on there as soon as he cast it.
Well, he's been sitting there and he got me twice. He's not going to do it 3 times.
Yeah, it's still a pretty good one. I think he's as big as my last one, and you whooped him in pretty quick.
Well, I decided he wasn't gonna cut me off again.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, what we're doing, you can see, we're just Carolina rigging. These are 1/2 ounce weight. Sometimes we use a 1/4 and 2 foot long of some 20-pound fluorocarbon. I think this is number 4 hook and fiddler crab.
He's feeling pretty brave running right through there.
Yeah, he's running right through the shallows, but I guess he's all right.
When we come back, we'll rejoin Captain Chris Barlow for some more great sheepshead action. And later, we'll join Captain Sonny Schindler, who will show us the proper way to clean sheepshead. Stay tuned.
Yeah, these are all nice size, and we've been fishing this quite a bit lately, and they haven't. They haven't been quite as big lately. But these are, I think our average is probably between 5 and 8 pounds right now. I think we're going to about the same time. They're both nice fish. Let's see. See if I can get him out of this net. Oh, I got my hook. All right,
got him. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I think yours a little bit bigger than mine. We got them both in though.
2 more sheepshead for the box.
2 more.
Makes fishing easy, huh, Chris?
Yeah. Hey, every day is not like today, but a lot of times you can find them schooled up and do pretty good on them.
Got it. Ooh.
All right, doubled up again. We are almost in opposite spots of this wreck. It just shows you how many fish are.
They're both not wanting to come in.
No.
Well, yours is a little bit madder than mine.
Yeah, I know. I gotta, he's right on the wreck right now. I'll try to hold mine tight. All right, take your fish.
Got it.
All right, let me get this one now.
Another good one hitting the deck.
Fighting, you know. There
Got
we
it.
go. Good job. Thank you.
All right, 2 more. I don't know. I think we might have twins on this one
Oh, yeah?
as far as size. Got another double hookup, but they're both in the boat this time.
Yeah, both in the boat. Got them both and caught them pretty much on opposite sides of the structure. So they're schooling all around right now. This sun's coming up better and water's warming up and they're starting to bite.
Giving us a run for our money though with these fights.
Yep.
Last second ditches.
Oh yeah, as soon as we talk about them, they take off. All right, let's get these in the box and get some more.
All right. All right. Ooh, almost.
Oh, he didn't like me closing that cleat.
Oh, he got wrapped up
Yeah,
now.
just kind of gently. Where is he at? Right there? I can't see him.
I can't either. Oh,
There he goes.
oh, he got unwrapped.
Yeah,
There we go.
there we go.
That's a good
Of
one.
course, he gets unwrapped right before he gets in the net. That's another good one.
Looks like that one swallowed the hook though.
Yep, swallowed the hook, but it's all right.
He was hungry.
Probably five pounds or so, but they've all been, really today, I think they've all been over 5 pounds. They've all been really good fish, and he's got all his chompers in there. Yeah, he swallowed that one. We'll have to probably do some surgery or cut it out of him. We'll see.
When we come back, we're joined by Captain Sonny Schindler, who shows us the proper way to clean a sheep's head. And it's also time for the Gulf South Outdoors Clip of the Week.
Hey, this is Sonny Schindler with Short Think Fishing Charters, Mississippi Gulf Coast. We get a lot of people asking us how to clean sheephead. They get a bum rap. I think it's mainly because people don't know how to clean them. So wanted to give you the tools and techniques of how we do it. Serrated knife, electric knife, towel, glove, all important things. Keep your hands dry. Keep your handle dry. When you start, there's a little membrane, a little line right there. And you can clean any fish like this. Get started. Go all the way through. Walk it down. Walk it back. Knock through the ribs. Very important step here. Do not take this fillet off. Flip it over and retrace what you just did. Press down on the knife so that it walks down the bones. Push it through, walk it down, walk it back up. The serrated knife is going to knock through the bones. You're using your glove here, push down on the fish, saw through it, and that's when you take your fillets off. Bam. Bam. Nothing to it. Now, one thing you can do if your table's set up like ours, you can use the grooves in the table to take out the ribs. Just push your knife through it. Do that. Try it again. That wasn't exactly the smoothest, but just kind of walk your fillet through. And then you can take it off with the serrated, but I like to go with the electric. It just makes a prettier cut. Into the ice slush. And you can grab it with the glove, that little lip there, and then you're pulling with your glove hand and pushing with your knife hand. Nothing to it.
This is the Road to the Conference USA Championship, presented by Keesler Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to Gulf South Outdoors. Well, we're here with our good friend Tim Bennett, and Conference USA is on the horizon. But before the big show, Tim, it's time to batter up.
Oh, what are you talking about?
It's of course Nelly this weekend at MGM Park.
All right. Yeah, we got Nelly coming in. I'm trying to figure out where you know about Nelly.
Tim, I know all about shaking your tail feather.
Oh boy, look at here. Gotta look out. Got Nelly coming in. Juvenile, you might know a little bit about Juvenile, and then Bone Thugs and Harmony, but you probably weren't born around Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's for guys my age. We'll take that. But yeah, we got a great show coming in this weekend, Saturday at MGM Park. Really, for some of these guys, it's their first time coming, first time for the coast to be able to see Bone Thugs and Harmony for sure. I've gotten a lot of calls, sold a lot of tickets. 6 o'clock doors and 7 o'clock show. Looking forward to that, and it's going to be a great show Saturday.
That's awesome. So, in the words of Juvenile, let's back that up. Let's talk about Conference USA standings for the week.
Absolutely. Well, look, I'm going to tell you, we've got one of the tightest races in the country right now out of all Division I baseball, and that includes the SEC and the ACC. You know, everybody says we're not as good as them. But if you look at the top of this race, you've got three teams, Southern Miss, Florida Atlantic, and Louisiana Tech, all within a game and a half of each other, fighting for the number one position, really jockeying for that tight position. But with such a top-heavy league, we're going to see some more competitive baseball, probably even more competitive than we saw last year. Right now, Rice, who has been a standout for decades, they're starting to make a little comeback and starting to move back into 7th or 8th place. We may be able to see them here again this year, but who knows? We're looking at a tight race. UAB is in there, which is going to be great for travel. I tell you what, Nick Sandlin had an outstanding night the other night. Who could believe he faced 16 batters, fanned 15 of those guys. I mean, 15 out of 16 he sat down and 12 strikeouts. Incredible. He had a great night. I think it was about like a one-hitter. So we're looking forward to seeing Nick come here and pitch in front of the hometown crowd. All of the USM fans I know are excited to see him, but we're looking forward to some baseball.
Well, Tim, thanks so much for being here again this week. Stay tuned for more Gulf South Outdoors right after this. Thanks for tuning in this week for another great episode of Gulf South Outdoors. If you're interested in joining the GSO team, either as a charter guide or even as part of our pro staff, be sure to check out our website at www.gulfsouthoutdoors.com. And don't forget to tune in next week for another chance to find your outdoors.